Hello and welcome back to our channel. Having been written by an advisor who most likely lived during the spring and autumn period 776 to 471 BCE, Sun Tzu, The Art of War is still one of the most well-known military books in the world today. Today's business gurus and even sports coaches praise it as advice for handling conflicts of all kinds. The book The Art of War offers detailed guidance on how to handle conflict, whether it arises externally to an organization or internally as in a person's conflicts with themselves, rivals, or the natural world. Let's look at 7 life lessons every man needs from this universal masterpiece. Number 1. Before you attack a new challenge, commit to paying the price. Realize that you will have to invest time, effort, discomfort, and sacrifices in order to attain your goals, whether it be to complete your first marathon or earn an extra $20,000. Everything worth having has a price. The sacrifice required increases with the size of the aim. In other words, if you have great expectations, be ready to pay a price. Failure to do so may result in explanations and a lack of commitment when things are difficult. Think about the time, effort, and sacrifices it will require before you start out to do anything, and make the decision to pay the price in advance. Number 2. Planning and preparation are the key to success. Sun Tzu was a military strategist who understood the need of carefully planning and preparing for battles. He would devote countless hours to perfecting his understanding of fighting tactics, and he would record everything he learned so that he would be more equipped for the next encounter. He was able to comprehend the art of battle more effectively than almost anyone else at that time thanks to his ongoing research in his field. Sun Tzu was aware that preparation alone is insufficient, though. If his soldiers weren't ready to carry out his ideas, even the best laid plans would surely fall short. Knowing something is not enough, you also need to put it into practice. He would train his soldiers until every formation and every movement were repeated until it became natural. They developed such strict discipline that his soldiers obeyed each order he issued. So, the amount of preparation you put forth before the pivotal events in your life ultimately determines whether you succeed or fail. Repetition is essential whether you're getting ready for a brand new project at work or your first marathon. You get better at something the more you practice it. You will likely defeat someone who is more talented but puts in less effort if you run 50 miles a week. You have the chance to set yourself out from the crowd by consistently repeating yourself. There is nothing you cannot accomplish if you are ready to put in the effort. Number 3. The battle is won in the mind long before it is won on the field. Make up your mind that you will win the war before you even step foot on the battlefield. Develop the confidence that comes from knowing that you can overcome any obstacles life throws at you. Getting in the proper frame of mind is the hardest aspect of any undertaking, whether it be a crucial presentation at work or having a difficult talk. It involves cultivating a calm confidence in your abilities and your preparation so that you understand there is only one possible outcome: victory. In other words, it is having the assurance that you did everything in your ability to prepare and that your knowledge and experience will help you get through even the most trying situations. Win in your head before you take action in your next battle in life, no matter how big or small. Visualize yourself winning and accomplishing all of your goals. Number 4. Break down big tasks into smaller ones. Sun Tzu frequently discusses leading entire armies of more than 100,000 troops in his work. In a time before the internet and other modern forms of mass communication, how on earth could you achieve that? How on earth could you possibly manage that many men at once? It is easy, says Sun Tzu, to treat a few hundred or even 1,000 soldiers as if they were one. Suddenly, you can control 100,000 troops by commanding a few sizable groups rather than having to direct them individually. In order to make a large task more doable, you essentially divide it into numerous smaller ones. Sounds easy enough, right? The same idea may be used to accomplish any goal, no matter how intimidating it may seem at first. High objectives frequently leave you with no previous success to compare them against. That is to say, you have never carried out anything the same, thus you are unsure of your capacity to do so. Imagine you've only recently begun to run frequently, but your ultimate objective is to complete a marathon. That would undoubtedly present a significant barrier to the majority of us, especially when we are just getting started. Running a marathon may seem unachievable when you can only manage 3 miles in a row. That's when it makes sense to divide your huge target target into multiple smaller ones. For instance, you might decide to tackle the marathon only after you have conquered the 5K, 10K, and half marathon distances. In addition to improving your physical condition, doing this will also give you more confidence because you will have accomplished numerous small objectives along the road. The daunting task of finishing a marathon seems suddenly attainable because you are aware that every step you take is preparing you for it. Number 5. Be flexible in your methods, but not your results. As in life, the ability to adjust to situations that prevent you from carrying out your plans is essential in the art of battle. Sun Tzu frequently discusses how he had to change his plan because of unanticipated events. He had to adjust to the new reality and cope with it, whether it was the weather, the battlefield, opponents, or illness in his own troops. Adversity does happen in real life, and when it does, you need to alter your goals. Be adaptable with your approaches, but not with the outcomes you strive for. If one approach doesn't appear to work, try another. There is always a solution. Your task is to identify it and then relentlessly seek it. Never lose up on your goal just because it became more difficult. Instead, consider how you might use this. How will this benefit you later? What else can you do right now to succeed and adapt? If you develop the practice of doing this, you will quickly realize that every challenge offers you the chance to improve yourself and your life. Number 6. If you want to take the island, burn the boats. Julius Caesar, the Roman emperor who set out to conquer England by boat 2,000 years ago, is credited with saying this wise statement. When his warriors arrived at the coast, they quickly became aware that the Celts outnumbered them significantly, and dread quickly spread. Caesar discovered his soldiers preparing the ships for an effortless withdrawal rather than preparing for fight. Caesar, a superb general, saw that the battle had already been lost given the state of his troops. Caesar made the decision to destroy the boats, eliminating any possibility of leaving the island unless they completely defeated the nation, rather than joining the group of scared men. Both his soldiers and the enemy received a strong message from this. Everyone was aware that there could only be one consequence once he lit the boats on fire, a battle to the death. Because victory in the conflict was essential to the Roman survival, Caesar was able to gain the full support of his fellow troops. What can men now take away from this? The message is to burn the freaking boats if you have a big dream in life. You won't experience the level of success you are capable of unless you eliminate all justifications and make success the only option. Put all of your effort into achieving your dreams and never take failure as the end. The best thing you can do if you have a boat to keep you from giving up on your dream is to burn it. Although it's not always simple, doing so will let you put all your effort into making it happen while others would keep coming up with justifications. Keep playing the game until you win. Number 7. Expect the best, but prepare for the worst. Sun Tzu always had to expect the worst when going to war. No matter how well trained his warriors were, there was always a chance that their enemies could surprise them. There were innumerable factors and strategies to take into account before the combat. He could only win by predicting and planning for his rivals' movements. He had to come up with a counteraction for each move that his opponent might make. We need to use the same level of attention to detail when working on a project at work or undertaking any other important activity. With any strategy, there are usually a dozen possible errors, so planning ahead and thinking of potential fixes to avoid problems or lessen their effects can be quite beneficial. This does not imply, however, that we should constantly be on the lookout for life's possible dangers. That way of thinking would undoubtedly limit not only achievement but also all levels of happiness. As a result, it's important that you continually maintain a positive outlook and expect success while preparing for anything that could go wrong. And that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Do give it a like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Comment down all your thoughts and tap on the bell icon so you never miss any upload. Goodbye.